Hi guys, it's Olivia. I wanted to go back and look at these mini website and blog makeovers that I featured and talked about during the live training last week. So basically, I chose 3 different bloggers and business owners to feature their website and blog, and just to do a super quick makeover, specifically looking at branding strategy and things that they can easily do, that you can easily do to just increase the power of your brand for the purpose of growing your business. So we have Meredith Music Productions here. Caitlin and Sam are a husband and wife team, and they create custom music and intro, outro, theme songs for business owners. So definitely a great thing to have for your brand. So here's a quick before and after, and then I'll take you into the detail. So again, it's a husband and wife team, but you can't quite tell just from looking at their homepage. And just going back a little bit, you have about 5 seconds when people first land on your website or blog to make a great impression, and the assumptions start immediately. So she just started this website. It's not even complete yet. It's very simple and clean. I love the white space, but again, not very intuitive as far as that it's a husband and wife team, what they do, and then just from a user perspective, doesn't have as many call outs and features as I would like to see on a site. These are all my personal opinions, so definitely take them with a grain of salt. This is the after. So what I did is I took their about photo, which was Sam and Caitlin, and put it in their very first slider for their homepage, so I can immediately see them and who they are. I even put their name at the bottom, and it just kind of clarifies that Meredith Music is representative of Sam and Caitlin Meredith, and Meredith isn't the first name. So just wanted to put that in there. I added the 2 M's just because it would be nice to have some sort of a graphical logo presentation for Meredith Music Productions. Again, just something that you can continue to repeat throughout your website, on your photos, again, building this brand. I switched up some of the navigation. It's here on the left side versus across the top, which you would normally see, but I added work with us, and just so that you guys can specifically call out, here are ways you can work with us. Caitlin, I know one of your big concerns was how do you justify the cost and investment of music? And so in your work with us page, you can actually list out here, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, you could use us for X, Y, and Z. If you're a business owner, here's how you could use us. So really, you almost have to connect the dots for people, and they'll read it and say, huh, I didn't think about that. I could definitely use your services. About, I put at the top. I added in a testimonials page here. You can put that within your about page if you wanted to, but some clients you've worked with in the past, and I know you do have your portfolio, but make sure you're calling out the testimonials so that your clients can attest to, as an entrepreneur, music was extremely important to bring emotion to what I was trying to present, whatever that is. Having those testimonials will be really important. I moved shop music down just because if they don't have a context for who you are, how amazing you are, what you do, then they're not likely to shop. So that, you know, you kind of have to build those building blocks. I added a newsletter sign up. This is important for every one of us, whether you are a blogger, creative entrepreneur, artist, business owner. Building your email list is really important, so I added that there. And then I added this little thing, must read, how music will make or break your brand or business. So you have a blog, but I'm wondering if on your homepage you can call out one specific blog or page that talks about the importance of this investment, why you need music. And there are a lot of great sites out there or articles out there that kind of talk about that. Like I said, Skype has done a lot of research on the importance of sound and how that builds your brand. So you guys can definitely piggyback and use some of that information as well. And then I just added the social media icons up at the top. It's just from a UX, which is just user experience language from a UX perspective, having the social media icons at the top right is kind of where a lot of people will go to find them. So it just helps that a little bit. So Caitlin, I hope that helps. Definitely shoot me an email if you have any further questions, olivia@oliviaomega.com. And then we're going to go to our next one. This is Bethany from 20somethingplus.com, a fashion and lifestyle blog. She talks a lot about the products that she shops for. So we have her first one, her before, and then her after makeover. And we'll go into the details of that. So I'm loving the white space. Caitlin and Bethany have some amazing white space going on, which is awesome. Clean and simple, shows also quality and class as far as the person, the brand, and the business, the blog go. So a couple things that I did was 20-something plus is about Bethany's life and her lifestyle and what she shops about. This is the picture here with Bethany's face is a blog post. So if she were to post another blog, which she's already done since I took this screenshot, her face would move down and we would have no context of 20-something plus and who that is and what that means. So to boost a brand, and this is building a person, we fall in love with people. Think about your most favorite blogs that you read. You read it because you have a connection and you are loving that person. So we really want to bring Bethany to the forefront of this blog. So here's the makeover, and I added photos. She's super photogenic and has an amazing Instagram account that showcases her personality. So I wanted to bring some of that into her header, keep her logo, and these are just super quick. I threw this together and did something really fast. So this doesn't necessarily have to be the way Bethany chooses to showcase her photos, but I thought keeping the square Instagram look and feel would be good because that's one of her main platforms that she uses. I also added, I took out the search because search is important, but that could be further down in your blog. It doesn't necessarily need to be above the fold. People want to find something, they'll scroll down and look for that search box. But I did add read Bethany's most loved post. I also added that to the top navigation as well. As a blogger, we know in looking at Google Analytics and doing our research as far as what people land on as far as posts go and what posts do people stay on longest and read the most, that we all as bloggers have a good top 5 posts that for some reason, whether it was the keywords we use or the topic or the photos, either get repinned the most or they get read the most. And so if they are the favorite, then we want to showcase that because they're probably going to be very highly liked by the people who just jump on your blog. I've got blog posts from, gosh, 1.5 years, 2 years ago that are still my top posts. But if I don't showcase them as far as like highlighting what my most read, most loved blog posts are, then people won't necessarily find them. So I added this here. I added the heart. I picked this up from something else that she put together because we want to be consistent with our brand and kind of have threads that we go throughout. So she's got the plus sign, which are all hands, you know, written, and then the heart. So really trying to incorporate little pieces and elements of her brand throughout. And then the other thing that I did is added the social media icons at the top. Again, top right corner is going to be where people's eyes go. And because social media is a big part of what Bethany is doing to drive traffic back to her blog, we want to make sure that we highlight those at the top. All right, our last makeover is with Being Tozeen. We've got the before and the after here, and we'll dive into the makeover. So before, we talked about this on the free branding class, that monetization is extremely important, and we all will do it in different ways. That's part of brand strategy, is looking at what is the purpose of your brand, and is monetizing a part of that, and how do you do it to service the brand. So I'll say for this one specifically, and I know I've worked a lot in my background with an ad agency, worked with Blogger and Confederated Media and all the other blogger ad service providers So I understand how this works and the benefit of having advertising on your website, affiliate links, etc. This specific takeover, it's a website blog takeover for Virgin Mobile, is almost a little too much because it doesn't service the brand of Tozeen. So the blog name is Being Tozeen, and so we want to make sure that it's always servicing the brand of Tozeen. Then we think about, okay, how can we still monetize and have ads and do affiliate links that doesn't take away from the main focus and purpose of building Tozeen's brand. So this is what I did. I took away the takeover, but still wanted to leave the advertising up there. Advertising is not for everyone, but since it's a part of Tozeen's monetization, we wanted to keep it up top there. But again, the blog is called Being Tozeen, and so if we don't know who she is, how do we build a liking for her, and how do we start to have an affinity and a connection to the brand? So she has an about part, which you can see here, but it's way, way down if you scroll down on her blog. So I moved it to the top. Again, if it's about Tozeen, we really want to make sure that we're showcasing who she is from the get-go. I added social media icons. Again, she does have them, but they're further down, and Tozeen has done an amazing job at building her Instagram followers as well as her Pinterest followers. So we want to make sure we've got those icons highlighted up at the top. Again, for a UX perspective, this is where people's eyes mostly go. So I hope that helps you guys. Again, Caitlin, Bethany, Tozeen, if you have any questions and you want to chat further, feel free to send me an email. I'm happy to get on the phone with you too and talk a little bit more about what else you can do and how you can implement it in your current blogs. I know that blog redesigns can be sometimes pricey and just time intensive. So this was my idea or thought on how you could do some smaller tweaks that may be easy for you. So again, reach out and let me know what you think. You guys also know that you can look at the replay of the 1.5 hours, I think we went total, of the branding session on my YouTube channel. And then I also want to highlight the bootcamp and mastermind that I'm starting next month. Seats are limited, and I want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to join in the 5-month boot camp where we will actually be dissecting and rebuilding, boosting up your brand, going through some strategies, makeover on your website, and then launching your brand as we finish. So check those things out. Thanks so much and have a wonderful day.